How many people are there in your family?
There are five people in my family: my father, mother, brother, sister, and me.
Does your family live in a house or an apartment?
We live in a house in the countryside.
What does your father do?
My father is a doctor. He works at the local hospital.
Are you the oldest among your brothers and sisters?
No, I'm not. I'm the second child in my family.
What does your mother father like?
My father likes playing football, and my mother likes cooking.
Do your parents let you stay out late?
Of course not. Always ask me to get home before 10 p.m. each night.
Do you stay with your parents?
Right now, no, but I used to.
Does your family usually have dinner together?
Yes, we do. My mom always prepares delicious meals for us.
How often do you eat out? Who do you go with?
I often eat out on weekends when I hang out with my friends.
What restaurant do you usually visit?
Well, there are not many restaurants in my neighborhood, so my best choice is the deli and convenience stores like the Circle K, Mini Stop, and Smart.
What type of food do you enjoy to eat? Western or Asian?
I'm interested in Asian food. Western food is not my thing.
How much do you usually pay when you eat out?
It's not very expensive, just around $5 for each meal.
Do you enjoy spicy food?
Yes, I do, especially on cold days.
Are the servers there friendly to you?
Yes, they are. Most of them are really helpful.
Have you ever tried Italian food?
Yes, at least once, when I was in my friend's wedding party.
Are you concerned about calories when eating out?
Yes, I am. I'm on diet now, so this really matters to me.
Are fast food restaurants like KFC or McDonald's famous in your country?
Yes, they are. The youth in my country are big fans of fast food.
Do you often drink alcohol when eating out?
No, not often. Just when I have parties with my friends.
How often do you read books?
I read books almost every night before I go to bed.
What's your favorite type of book?
I love reading about different cultures.
What can you learn from books?
Books can broaden my horizon about thousands of things. Books are also my best friends.
Where do you read books?
I read books at home, sometimes in the library.
What's the most interesting book you've ever read?
I think that would be Nepal, a book written about the country of Nepal, published in 1999.
How long does it take you to finish a book?
Well, it depends on the length of the book, but it usually takes me a week to finish a 300-page book.
Do you usually bring books with you when you travel?
Yes, I do. When I'm at the airport or bus station, I read books to kill time.
Is there any bookstore or library in your area?
Fortunately, there are none near my house. The nearest one is 3 kilometers away.
How many places have you traveled to?
I visited all the provinces throughout my country.
Who do you usually go with?
I often go with my family, sometimes with my best friends.
What's your favorite tourist attraction?
That would be Venice City in Italy. I love riding the gondola along the canals while watching Italian people live their daily lives.
Have you ever been abroad?
Yes, I have. I came to Italy last year for a business trip.
What language do you use when traveling?
English. But sometimes I have to use body language, since not all people are good at English.
What do you usually do during your trip?
I often go sightseeing, take pictures, mingle with the local people, and sample the local cuisine.
What do you do to prepare for your trip?
Before the trip, I search for information about the location, weather, famous tourist attractions, transportation, local cuisine, and prices on the internet.
What do you usually bring when you travel?
I usually pack my suitcase with some necessary items, such as clothes, medicine, food, a map, and a camera.
Do you prefer traveling by car, train, or plane?
I prefer planes, although it can be a little expensive. Planes are much faster than any other mode of transport.
Do you prefer traveling alone or joining a guided tour?
I love backpacking with my friends who share the same interests as me.
What type of websites do you often search for?
It varies depending on my goal. I prefer entertainment and education websites such as Facebook.com, Wikipedia.org, and VOA Special English.
How long have you been using them?
I have been using these websites since I was a freshman at university.
What do you visit those websites for?
I use them to study online or relax after working.
What's your favorite website?
I think it's probably YouTube.com.
Can you read websites in English?
Yes, I can. Most useful websites are written in English.
What's the most popular website in your country?
I'm not quite sure, but I guess it would be Facebook.com.
Do you think the youth should use websites as a reliable source of knowledge?
Not always. They should choose their sources carefully.
Have you ever been in a traffic accident?
Yes, 3 years ago.
What happened?
I was hit by a car while crossing the road.
How did you feel then?
I felt really terrible because of my injuries.
Who was involved in the accident?
The car driver, his family inside the car, and me.
Did the insurance company pay for repair service?
I was walking, so I did not require any car repair services.
Did you need a lawyer?
I hurt my lower back just a little, so I didn't call a lawyer.
Did you report the issue to the police?
No, we didn't want to get the police involved.
Sent to the hospital after the accident?
No, the injury wasn't really serious.
Do you have a driving license?
Yes, I do. I always keep it in my purse.
Why should people obey traffic regulations?
To protect themselves and others. The best way are to wear a helmet, wait for traffic lights, and stay in the appropriate vehicle pedestrian lanes.
Did you have a happy childhood?
Yes, I did. I enjoyed playing hide and seek with my peers.
Did you experience your childhood in a city or countryside?
I spent my childhood in a rural area where I could see vast rice fields.
Did you usually skip class when you were a child?
Yes, I did. Many of my friends did too.
Who were you with when you were a child?
I was with my beloved family.
What did you want to be when you were a child?
I dreamed of being a fashion designer.
Who did you love the most when you were a child?
I loved my mom the most, since she was always there and took care of me.
Who was your childhood hero?
Robin Hood took money from the rich and gave it to the poor.
What reminds you of your childhood?
Green rice fields, which I happen to see everywhere, remind me of my beautiful childhood.
Did you change a lot when you grew up?
Yes, of course. I'm more mature now, both physically and mentally,
Why is childhood important?
because it shapes people into who they will become.
How many rooms are there in your house?
There are 6 rooms: a living room, 2 bedrooms, a bathroom, and the kitchen.
Which floor is your bedroom on?
My bedroom is on the first floor of a 3-story house.
Is it big or small?
It's not very spacious, just enough to put necessary furniture in.
What color is your bedroom painted?
It's painted pink, my favorite color.
Love your room? Why?
I love it very much because it is my private space whenever I go home.
What furniture does your bedroom contain?
It contains a bed, a desk, and a clothing closet.
What do you do in it?
Well, I spend most of my free time there reading books and sleeping.
How much time do you spend in your room?
About 10 hours a day, especially in the evening.
Share your room with anyone else?
No, everyone in my family has their own room, so I stay there alone.
What kind of presents are popular in your country?
It depends on the receivers. For children, toys are the best choice. For youth, souvenirs are recommended.
Who gave presents to you? On what occasions?
I have received many presents, most of which were from my friends. They gave me gifts on my birthday.
What was your last present?
It was a handmade doll given by my best friend when I moved to another city.
What was the one you liked best?
I love my book Nepal a lot. It was given to me on my 23rd birthday by my brother.
Did you ever get a present you didn't like?
Yes, I have, but I still treasure and take care of them.
How do you thank people who give you presents?
I gave them presents that they would like.
What are the times of the year that people give presents in your country?
Some special occasions are birthdays, weddings, graduation, New Year's Day, Valentine's Day, housewarming ceremonies, etc.
Who was the last person you gave a present to?
My mom. I bought her a coat on a business trip to Bangkok.
Is giving presents important in daily life?
Yes, it is. It's one of the best ways to show your love and gratitude to someone.
Which tourist attractions do you prefer when traveling? Historical places or natural landmarks?
Well, historical places are always my first choice when traveling.
What do you usually do when visiting historical places?
I usually listen to a tour guide introduce me to sites and take notes about important historical events.
Can you name some historical places you visited?
Whenever I travel to a foreign country, I always visit its famous historical places. Some of them are the pyramids in Egypt, the Angkor in Cambodia, Stonehenge in England, and the Taj Mahal in India.
What's your most favorite historical place? Why?
I love the pyramids the most. Taking a tour around the pyramids, I can not only enjoy the gorgeous architecture, but also the cultural and historical values of the ancient Egyptian culture.
What is the most famous historical place in your country?
It's definitely the Statue of Liberty in New York City.
What's special about it?
The statue was gifted by the people of France. It was a symbol of freedom for the U.S. and was a welcome sight to people coming from the U.S. and the country.
Where is it located?
It's located on Liberty Island in New York Harbor, NYC.
Should the youth visit historical places instead of other places?
Sure, really is. The next should visit this kind of place very often in order to present historical and cultural values of the country.
What are the benefits of reading a newspaper or even reading?
Newspapers, magazines, can body and mind about thousands of things that help you to travel.
How often do you read it? What's the best time to read the newspaper?
I think the best times are morning while starting my day.
What types of magazines do you usually read?
I usually read politics and national issues. I also enjoy reading about culture and tourism.
What's your favorite magazine?
My favorite is the New York Times, which writes about all sorts of things: business, sports, movies, travel, books, jobs, education, and real estate.
Do you read the paper or online news?
I prefer online news to save money.
How much does it cost you to buy a paper newspaper per month?
I only buy a monthly newspaper, so it doesn't cost much money. Only $5 a month.
What is the most popular magazine in your country?
It's about the Forbes magazine. Solutions for a lot of businesses and financial information.
With the popularity of the internet, do you think newspapers and magazines will disappear?
Yes, unfortunately, it's just a matter of time.
How many events have you joined this year? What were they about?
Yes, we've had two events so far, most of which were about education.
What was your most memorable event?
Most memorable for me was a recreational study conference, which I was introduced to some famous universities around to study overseas.
Was it organized indoors or outdoors?
There's an indoor event.
Who sponsored the event?
The event organizer was the Education Department of the American Center, but the universities introduced their conference at a year's beginning.
Who went to the event with you?
I hope you have my friends. I'm sure the same interest in studying the waters there.
What were some performances in the event?
The performances. Not sure what's the local values, just for the stage to influence their school to students, but I'm not going to the relationship.
Were you a good singer in?
The event was not there, but I had told us that amateurs was fun.
How would someone market an event?
The whole event with the season over is a slow event to go good.
What subjects did you learn in school?
There are math, science, physics, biology, geography, history, literature, English, art, and music.
What subject did you learn the most when you were at school? How better?
No biology knows, or outside of literature.
Did you feel like that subject too?
Yes, I do. I'm also a biologist.
What the textbook or English or any other language?
I was not very English.
What taught that subject?
My teacher was less careful for the lesson.
How was the subject helpful to you?
Not a lot of the biology teacher.
How often did you learn the subject?
Okay, biology was just 5 years old.
How long did you spend on that subject alone?
After roughly 2 hours per day studying biology,
Have you ever attended extra classes for that subject?
yes, I have, but I also attended animal classes.
Is it important to study hard in both social sciences and natural sciences?
Well, it wasn't. Students should study the way they like. They're correct.
What type of entertainment is popular in your country?
Most have students. The most popular are historical programs.
What is the most famous person in your country?
I like the British myself. I like the other one.
What's special about it?
Customers are working with historical, art, and cultural work.
How many times have you visited the country?
I'm working on this now twice.
What do you usually do when you visit?
Usually I was looking forward to it. That's about the kind of information.
What do you know to take pictures of?
I'm still not allowed to spend the camera there.
What did you feel after visiting?
And when I was in school, it was kind of chaotic. I was sitting in the pool for just a few hours.
What do you think of the appointment of the museum until this time?
As I was on the floor for the family country's history and the purpose of the land.
Usually watch my documentary or a movie theater.
Also, I watch movies at the airport. Sometimes I go to the movie theater.
But watching a movie before that or interesting or watching a movie at home?
I think I watch the terrible or watch school and the Bible sound effects.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna go to the movie theater.
I also watch the movie theater at the movie.
What's your favorite type of movie? What movie is that type do you like?
My favorite type is comedy because whenever I watch it, I feel like I know the words in the world. It's kind of hard to see.
What about movie that you like?
Oh, my, like when you think of it, that's in real life.
for the actor who acted so well. Should children watch horror movies? What's the most important factor?
Ok các bạn. Vừa rồi là một đoạn hội thoại cơ bản nhất để các bạn có thể nói chuyện với nước ngoài tự tin hơn. Ok, nếu mà các bạn thấy video này có ích và hay, hãy cho mình một đăng ký và giúp mình đạt được 5.000 like nha. 3, 2, 1. Cảm ơn tất cả các bạn. Ok. Bây giờ thì tạm biệt tất cả các bạn.